Hi, Mike from Advisory. So this is the fifth in our series around incentives influence development. Particularly, we talk about life insurance working with accountants. We're going to be going through a framework you can use to help kind of in the initial positioning with the business owner. And of course, you can use this in conversation, your relationship with the accountant. And it goes a little bit like capacity, capability, opportunity, risk. So I'll explain. You're talking with a business owner and you're saying, right, one of the things that we do when we're talking with business owners is we're looking at where they're taking their business for growth and how they manage the areas of risk. And a framework we use is capacity, capability, opportunity, risk. Capacity is your transactional volume limits, right? If you want to grow your business, if you want to scale your business, then we need to understand what's the maximum number of widgets or the maximum number of hours you have or the total funds required. So in that, there's a degree of modeling. Now, this is something that we suggest you do with your accountant, but for us, it's a conversation around you want to grow your business. How big can your business go? If you think of it like your business is an aeroplane, what's its maximum lift? How much can it carry? What's its maximum range? If we don't understand that, then we're likely to charter a flight path, try and fly somewhere, find out we can't get enough altitude, carrying too much freight, run out of fuel, right? Same for business. We need to know our capacity. What's our transactional volume limits? That's giving us what we call a legitimate constraint. What is it that's actually slowing our growth or could impede our growth? We need to understand our capacity limits. Then there's capability. And capability is really around resource and ability to do, should we say, value add. So the capability is, what do you have in those specific skills or specific resource or connections? What is it about trying to offer a premium service that is inhibiting your business or gives it an advantage? So you have the maximum ability to do X a number of transactions, but what can you do to get a premium price? What can you do to cut through in the competition and against your competitors to try to get the business owners to see that you're the one they should be dealing with? So that capability is your skills, resource, people, that type of thing. Then there's opportunity. And here, what we're trying to identify is where is the proof of demand? So as an example, let's say, for example, I'm an accountant in this case, and I decide that I really love governance and I want to go out and deliver governance to all my clients. The problem is all of my clients are retirees with rental properties. They don't need governance. So why did I invest time and energy trying to learn governance when there was no proof of demand? There was no proof from the marketplace that what I resourced or what I developed was even wanted in the first place. And so that's an example of, for a business owner, they look at the transactional volumes, they look at the capabilities, but are they matching those to the nature of the clientele they already have, or will it require them to pivot and go into new markets? And if that's the case, remember, it's going to affect backwards. Do they have the capability of breaking into that market, and can they transactionally meet the volume required to cover that market if they start pivoting into different areas? So capacity, capability, opportunity, and then we're into risk management. What's the total exposure? And really, we're talking about probability and consequence. So what's the probability of an event happening? What's the chances of it? And then if they do, what's the worst case scenario? What's the real sort of cost to the business? So if we're looking at growing a business, here's your maximum transactional limits. These are the legitimate constraints around your capability. There's some sign of proof of demand. And then here's the risks you could face, whether it be in market like feasibility, or whether it be through events like death or illness or whatever. And what we're saying is, what are the chances of that? And then what would be the financial consequence to the business of that? Put those all together, and you have a framework for conversation about how they're looking to develop the business and what they need to be aware of. So when you're talking to a business owner, it's what we call an auditory framework. You explain it to them. It's almost like doing PowerPoint. You do the bullet point, explain it, bullet point, explain it. So when you're using this framework, you can kind of make visible to the business owner, here's the types of things that you're going to look at. When you're discussing their insurance requirements, you're also talking about, from a business perspective, where they're trying to get to. Yeah, it's going to require a bit of education on your part, but you can see already it's going to separate you from all the other insurance advisors in the marketplace, and it's going to lock you in with those accountants because that framework is the same framework they're going to use to try and develop the advisory services that they want to deliver. No, you're not delivering the consultancy. You don't have to learn how to deliver it all. You have to learn how to uncover it and pass it over. Hope that's been of some value to you. Again, any queries, questions, get a hold of us here at Advisory. We're sure to help. It's what we do. Thanks for watching.